Hello everybody, my name is Mind and welcome back to the Aeroteam YouTube channel, and today we've got another weekly server showcase video. We're going to be checking out a few things that have been on the server lately, a bit fewer than normal because we're doing this weekly and it's a bit hard to make such a long video every week without just there being more time in a day. Anyway, I'm joined by Natorden and Drei, and we're also going to check out some of X's builds. Now X, you've seen on the channel before. He does tutorials, and he's a great guy. Anyway, if Natorden, you would like to introduce yourself.
Hello there.
And then we've also got Drei now. I don't know if he's got his mic set up yet, but I think...
I have it on.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nice. So, both of them, we're going to be taking a look at their builds. So the first thing we're going to be taking a look at today is Nats. What scale is this again? You're going to need to remind me.
A 10:1 English electric lightning.
Yeah, it's massive. And you built this a while ago. I think you built this last summer, didn't you?
Yeah, around May last year.
Jeez, that's a while ago. But it still looks really good. And although we've had a few changes in the resource pack, it seems to work just fine. So we can take a look around this thing. Now you've made a few different liveries, haven't you? And a bunch of different tails.
Yeah. I actually more or less made the main aircraft, but then one of my friends did the liveries.
Okay.
Because I really suck at liveries.
So, if we take a look around the aircraft, you have the air intake right here. Now, the English Lightning is the only English aircraft to ever be able to achieve the speed of Mach 2, correct?
I think maybe they had the Phantoms, but then if you talk about English made, there's also their prototype. I forgot what it's called.
That's true.
The Avro. It's a prototype that they scrapped and everything about it. But yeah, it is like the only aircraft in service that made in England that could go supersonic up to Mach 2.
Yeah. Anyway, we can take a look around this thing. So, you've got the nose gear right there, and then the cockpit right here. And is this a person in the cockpit?
No, it's empty as the seat.
It's just the seat, sorry. I got confused because you've got the green behind, and then some yellow in front.
No, just like based on the English Lightning F6 variant, where you have like the red glasses representing the radar, the gun sight right in front of you, in front of the pilot. Yeah, you can't really see the cramped cockpit, but it more or less does the job in Minecraft.
Yeah, you're right. The cockpit is pretty cramped in here. But that's how it goes for fighter aircraft, isn't it?
I was gonna say in 10:1 it's still cramped.
Yeah. Now, you use quite a bit of sideways slabs on here. I'm surprised they still work, but they do look nice. Then this is the refueling arm.
Yeah.
Here, isn't it? And then, do you know what armaments you've got on it?
I think these should be red tops. They're called red tops. Yeah, that's what I remember their name. They're more or less, it's the lightnings and interceptors, so these are just meant to take out bombers.
Okay,
and
nice.
They could be passive IR, where they just launch and then they track the target themselves, or they could also be radar guided, like radar assisted by the radar, which is in the front of the nose, the green bulb you see.
Nice. And then underneath you have the main gears, and then is this like is it a fuel tank that's under here? No. I always wondered why it bulged out.
It's a gun pod.
Oh, it's a gun pod. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, two 30mm Aidens. Like if you go to the front of it, you can see like they have some rings. Just there a bit much more. Yeah, these rings. I don't know why they're there, but it just does like just. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, that's the exit. The exit for the rounds that fly out.
Did not mean to do that.
Yeah, it has like the engine's modeled.
Oh, nice. And then right here, just some airfoil devices. The horizontal stabilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, vertical stabilizer. Is this? Do you know which livery this is in?
If I'm correct, it's one of, I don't know. I based it on a real aircraft. It's I would say its registration was XS929.
Okay.
It's actually on a mountain, a museum, but I don't know which museum. But yeah, it's based on a real aircraft.
Okay, that's cool. And then you said you had the engines modeled, so we can look at them really quickly. This is really cool. GMST.
Go through, yeah.
Fly through.
And
this goes all the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
actually,
dang.
like.
I didn't realize how long the engines were.
Yeah. The engine's actually split in an S duct, if you see.
Oh, so it splits in an S duct really early then.
Yeah, the bottom engine is actually much more forward than the upper engine. So it's like they're stacked on almost like a stairs, more like a stairs where the front one is closer to the nose and the back one is much more aft.
That's pretty cool. I never knew that about the engine placement.
Yeah, I found a lightning cut in half. That's how I found out how the duct was split into two.
Oh dang.
Yeah. That's
one way to build. Alright, well I guess we can check out a couple of the other liveries. Do you know anything about them, or should we just take a look around?
No, just look at them. I don't know anything about the liveries.
Okay.
It's like hard. I was looking for like decent liveries to paint them, but the British just like the silver with some tails, just random tail, and it's the spine paint.
Now, are all of them painted with this red leading edge?
Not all. Some of them had like black leading edges and stuff, or silver.
Okay.
But I think I just made them red because I don't even remember correctly. But yeah, some of them are red.
Okay. And then the last one over here is a bit more of a blank one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had like split spine color, half red, half black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed, does the wing change angle?
Yeah, it's you see where there's a dog tooth, it just straight down.
Mm-hmm.
It goes straight and it turns out a bit. So like the angle lessens, I guess, is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the wing is actually quite awkward. It's sort of like the back end of the wing where the elevator is flat, is right.
Mm-hmm.
Then I forgot the word. At the wing, at the point of the fuselage, it's like it's angled backwards and also straight. So it's like it has two different planes.
Yeah.
Like if you go front view, you'll see how it bends down. Has a weird camber down, but also goes. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a weird wing design.
Yeah, I got you. Fighter jets, especially of that era, were just trying lots of different things to see what works.
It is one of like the first jets to manage to have a positive thrust to weight ratio of like over 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's how it achieved Mach 2, I guess, right?
It's also like one of the few jets that can actually accelerate while climbing at steep angles.
Huh.
Because of like I don't know how to say the over 1 the over 1 thrust to weight ratio, as well as it's actually quite intuitive that they stack the engines over each other so that it could be more. It could have a smaller cross-sectional area, so less drag.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It's also nicknamed a guppy because it looks like a fat fish.
It does. It really does. Well, that's very cool. Thank you for that. Next up, we can take a look at Drei's plot. And Drei, you've got quite a few planes. So we're going to go over there and we're going to take a look at them. Now, if you'd like to talk us through, let me just fix my time.
Wait, let me fly there real quick.
So the first one we've got is an F4 Phantom in 3-1. Now, so you've got an F4 Phantom right here. Can you tell us anything about it?
The livery is the Sundown. Wait, I can't remember. Oh my god. I believe this is the Sundowners livery, but in the USS Carl C. Yeah, by the US Navy, and it has, I don't know, but these, these are bombs and missiles, obviously, but I just made them because yes. Let's see. This nose actually has droop, but I got lazy, and that's why that doesn't exist. Yeah, that's all I think.
Okay, and then the F4 saw pretty heavy use during the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. And then
Yeah,
you also see here. Yeah. And then you also see here, because this was a Navy variant, it has the arrestor hook on the end for carrier operations, which is a pretty cool detail to add. Now the next one we're going to check out is going to be your 3-to-1 Dassault Mirage 2000. They made quite a few of these Dassault Mirages, didn't they?
Yeah, there's the... Wait.
And then you've just left it in a completely blank livery.
Yeah, I got lazy on the liveries and forgot to do the armaments. Because that's what I like to do with my military planes.
But it does look really cool. So you have the main gears here, the nose gear right there, the aerial refueling arm right there.
Yeah, it just sticks out as... It just sticks out and it's not retractable, I think.
It amazes me that they would make it non-retractable. I just feel like for a jet fighter aircraft that would be such a hindrance, but I guess for the role it serves, it's fine. And then the next one we have here is the
Gripen.
Yeah, the Gripen, which I've always liked the Gripen. I think it looks cool. And it's just like so vicious. So you've got a blank one there, and then you've got one with armament over here.
Yeah.
I assume this is an extra fuel tank, and then missiles on these sides. Yes.
Yeah, very very fictional missiles. I did not do anything with them. Yeah.
But they do look pretty cool. And then the next one is a Eurofighter Typhoon. Now this Eurofighter Typhoon looks awesome. I think you did a great job on it.
I forgot to do the armaments here. I was supposed to do one, but yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I was surprised when I was making the other aircraft that this was significantly bigger than the other ones.
Yeah, but it's also much newer, and I have noticed a lot of the newer fighter jets just keep getting bigger and bigger. Now, Eurofighter Typhoon, produced in Germany, isn't it?
Airbus, yeah.
Yeah, by Airbus. Nose gear right here, similar to the F-16 in a way, where you've got the air intakes, and then the main gear, then the jet exhaust right at the end. I think that looks really nice. Tail right there, and then the front, because of the design, it has two airfoil devices. Why am I forgetting the names of these? Zap was literally talking about them.
Canards.
Yeah, canards, thank you. Yeah, they've got two canards right on the front, and then also the aerial refueling.
That's not refuel, that's a camera.
That's a camera?
Yeah.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
It's an IR camera.
I never knew that.
Same. I thought it was refueling as well.
Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that. That's cool. A couple signs here. Anyway, so then you've got some helicopters and a V-22 Osprey that we'll check out. Well, actually, this is all the same helicopter. This is all a 1.5-to-1 Kaman K-Max. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. And it's the one with the funky two rotors that spin in opposite directions. Right
Intermeshing rotors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an exciting machine. Yeah.
It's a funny looking helicopter, but it does look, but it is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So here you've
like
got
like with the coax helicopters, they don't need the small rotors here because it's
because you don't have
the torque is countered by the two rotors.
Yeah, and that's the same reason why for when you have a dual rotor aircraft, which are longer and just have them placed behind each other, they don't need the rear. Yeah, that's a good point. And this can actually go faster, I believe, because of its design.
It can carry more than its empty weight.
Yeah. Anyway, so you have a Rotex livery right here, and then this is in a USMC autonomous.
Yeah, it's autonomous. I think they used it in Afghanistan.
Oh, that's
not sure.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then right here, this last one you've got it with the Rotex spinning, and not the Rotex, the blade spinning, and I think this looks really cool. I really like the look of this one. And then the last thing you've got here is a V-22 Osprey in all its different wing configurations. This is in 1.5 to 1 or 1 to 1?
1.5 to 1, yeah.
Jeez, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was.
Yeah.
So, you've got it right here. Obviously with the rotor blades facing upwards right here.
Yeah, for
which
VTOL.
would be, for VTOL, exactly. Very nice.
Yeah,
and then you have
the horizontal flight one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's actually used in the ground because I think it collides with the...
Yeah. It'll be in sort of a... Not necessarily a 45-degree angle, but it's at an angle when it's on ground operations. And then right here...
Yeah, then this one is folded for carrier operations.
Yeah,
and
for carrier.
General storage. Yeah.
Which looks so weird, but... amazing engineering. But it works. Hey. Anyway, we can head over, unless you got anything else. I know X...
there's nothing here at all.
Nothing else? Okay, sweet. Everything looked really good. I know X has a few things, so we can go to his plot. Not everything is done, and I don't want to show off everything that's not done because I don't know if he wants them shown off. So we'll try our best. Okay. Oh, that's actually for a competition, which you guys can take part in. If you join the Discord, you can join our competition. It is a It is a modern jet aircraft, commercial jet aircraft, and you can enter in. Yep, and you can enter in for a chance to win. I, along with the other Aeroteam members, will be judging it, and a lot of people are going to be entering from what I can tell, so it would be really awesome if we had some more entries, because that just makes it so much more fun. We're going to be doing these competitions pretty often, not almost, monthly, I know, for a fact. I've already got the next couple planned. Anyway, let's get started with X's plot. X has a 1.5 to 1, if I can use my Optifine zoom, Bombardier Global 7500. And it does look very nice, and I really, really like this aircraft. Especially in real life, I think it looks cool, and I think X has done a tremendous job with it. He's not got an interior, sadly, but that's okay. Well, he has got his whole exterior itself. You've got the nose right here, the nose gear. Some levers at the front. You have the wing that runs along. I think he did an excellent job with the wing, and I think the winglets right here look very cool. Trying to get in the right, they're sort of actually they're not sort of, I'm pretty sure they're at about a 45-degree angle. I think he's achieved that pretty well with what he's got at the scale. You have the wing box right here, did an excellent job on, and then the engines, along with the vertical and horizontal stabilizers, and then the elevators on them marked out. He does something I always tell Zap we should do, which is to mark out the control surfaces on the vertical stabilizer, but Zap's always like, no, we only do that on the wings and the horizontal stabilizers because they don't have the livery going on. I disagree with it, but anyway, I think it looks really cool. Anyway, no interior here, but it is a very nice aircraft. And another thing he wants us to show off is this Diamond DA62. Now this, I'm pretty sure, is a Chinese aircraft. I remember he sent a picture of it, and I was like, what is that? I've never seen that before. And I had to do some research on it.
It's like a Piper.
Yeah, it does. I might be wrong on it. No, what it really reminds me of is a Cirrus Vision. Not that it like looks like one, but just the amount of like really detailed like body shaping for the aircraft. That's what it reminds me of a lot. But anyway, I really like this trick here with the levers to Model 3 propellers. I think that's something that a lot of people could use in the future, because I've not really seen that much before, and I think that'd be really cool. Now the only issue is it means that you have a prop that is a different color from the actual one. So like, in my opinion, I would just go ahead and change that out like that. Even though it's like technically wrong, it looks better, but you know, Minecraft, do whatever you want.
Minecraft.
anyone's game. Yeah. But I think this thing looked really cool, and he did the modeling and shaping on it so well. Like, this is great. Anyway, the next one, oh, I love this one. This is the Valkyrie, if I'm correct. And this thing is massive. I never realized how big the XB70 Valkyrie was, especially in 1.5 to 1 scale. Cockpit is super small over here, just a mere 3 blocks. And then yeah, the wings massive. Now the Valkyrie, if I'm correct, there were only 2 of them produced, I believe, and it was a NASA testing aircraft, or it was part of NASA at some point.
Second one was.
Yeah.
Initially, I think it was military testing, but then the crash happened.
Yeah,
it was NASA.
It was military. It was military testing for an extended range. Yeah, unbelievably fast bomber, and you can tell it'll be unbelievably fast because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 exhaust ports. But he's done an excellent job on it, and he's got it in different flight conditions that I'll show off. I believe these are due to to being able to fly faster. Why is my compass not working? Can you not use the compass? Oh,
folded wings that fall downwards.
Yeah, the folded wings, and I believe this was for stability in super high speed flight. But it looks super cool, and I really like the way he's done that. I'm interested into hearing his reasoning for using the stairs instead of sideways slabs there. But I think it looks really good, and it looks really cool. I like the way
I've never seen photos with a depression that big on the last aircraft.
Oh, really?
I've seen the second one, but not the top one.
I think I might have seen the top one, or maybe it's something you can do in theory. Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway, he also has a bit of the air intake, which is pretty small considering how many engines it's got. Anyway, there's an A340 there that he's working on, but that's not done. So what we can do instead is check out some of his other stuff. If I can get down here. So right here he has a Bell P63A-5 at 1.5 to 1. I think it's a trainer aircraft. I'm pretty sure it is. Unless I'm completely wrong and this was used like during World War II.
63.
Yeah, I don't know every single aircraft in the world, so excuse me. Anyway,
it's a warbird.
Okay. I think it looks really cool, and he's used a cool technique with the player heads right here to get sort of the right colors for the propellers. Then the wing right here, and yeah, I probably is a war aircraft because it appears like it's got some
machine guns,
armament. Yeah.
I think it's the only one of the few Seako aircraft in World War II. Most of them are tail draggers.
Yeah. Which is interesting to see.
The Soviets like the aircraft a lot, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they leased a lot of them from America.
Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, next up we've got the Grumman X29.
Plug the tutorial.
Yeah, you can check this out in a tutorial. He did some work on it, then I came in and did a couple of fixes, but it looks super, super good. I would highly recommend checking out that tutorial. And the last thing for this video is this L39 Albatross in 1.5 to 1, which looks very good. I believe they have an intake right here. Yep. Then you can come under, and then the exhaust is in the back, if I'm correct.
It has the exhaust just under the elevators, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh, right here. Sorry, I got confused with the marking there.
It's tough in making it tough to distinguish in such small scales.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, this looks really, really good. But that's about it. I'd like to thank you two for joining me, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hopefully, you'll be seeing these every week. I've been saying that for a while now, but you should be. Anyway, guys, my name is Mind. I'd like to thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.